Hi everyone, welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul, and this is the ASUS ProArt Series PA238 LED monitor. For starters, let's talk about some of this monitor's credentials, and it has won some awards. We have a Red Dot Design Award winner for 2011, as well as an International Design Excellent Awards 2011 finalist. So it's some recognition for this monitor. Moving down here to some of the other actual features of the monitor, this is an IPS monitor, and IPS is in-plane switching. It's an LCD technology that is a little bit more advanced and, generally speaking, a little bit superior to the typical TN or twisted pneumatic LCD technologies that you see out there. So IPS monitors, among other things, provide an ultra-wide viewing angle. As mentioned, this is a LED monitor, and an LED backlit monitor provides a little bit better contrast ratio, and LEDs, generally speaking, are smaller and use less power, so you can get a thinner overall monitor. There's a feature called Quick Fit, which is basically real size, document, photo, and grid mode, which works on top of the operating system. There's a hotkey on the monitor that can set up a guide that you'll be able to use to accurately view and edit photos. Color accuracy, a delta E of less than 5, which is indicating that you have a precise reading of the color input that's coming from your computer for enhanced color fidelity. If you're looking for an IPS monitor, you're probably interested in really accurate color reproduction. We also have 6-axis color adjustment. There's a picture-in-picture feature. This is a 4-way ergonomic stand with height, tilt, swivel, and pivot functions, so you can set it up in portrait mode to more accurately look at documents or photos. And finally, there's a built-in USB hub. Apart from the monitor itself, here's a look at the accessories that you get in the box. You get a ASUS support and driver disc. You also get a ASUS VIP member notice for product registration. By purchasing this product, you automatically become an ASUS VIP. You also get a setup guide for the monitor itself. You get a convenient little cable tie here, Velcro strip that you can use to wrangle your cables back behind your computer or your monitor. You get a LCD monitor color calibration testing report. So again, here the focus on both color calibration as well as being able to display as much of the full color gamut as possible. Again, with IPS, you get better color reproduction, so great for content creation and that sort of thing. You get a typical VGA D-sub cable. These are your video connector cables, of course. You get a DVI connector cable, so you can use that if your computer has DVI out. They've also included a DisplayPort cable, so DisplayPort available on there as well. The last cable that you might be interested in is an HDMI cable. This does have HDMI inputs as well. That is not included in the package, however, so bear that in mind. You get a USB A to B plug here, and that is to route over to the USB hub that's integrated into the monitor to connect to your computer, and finally get your typical AC adapter cable. And here's a look at the PA238 itself. You'll notice it has a matte screen as well as a matte bezel here. Bezel is fairly thin. You might also notice that there are some indentations going around the entire outside of the screen, and that is to assist with the quick fit feature, so you can actually see measurements here. The display resolution is 1920 by 1080. You'll notice over here on the right side you have a set of buttons. They are right there in the front. They're not recessed on the side or the back, so you can easily see them and use them. And right there is that quick fit button that they mentioned right there on the screen. It's got a red line going across the bottom of the bezel. It's just a design feature. This did receive some design awards, so it looks pretty nice. Some other specs for the monitor. The viewing angle, thanks to the IPS technology, is 178 degrees. It can do 16.7 million display colors, and it has a 6 millisecond gray-to-gray response time. Now, as mentioned, there are several options here for shifting and adjusting the monitor itself. So here we can do the swivel adjustment. You get -60 to +60 degree swivel. You can do height adjustment of 100 millimeters up or down, and it's fairly easy to slide up or down. You get a tilt of -5 that way or +20 degrees that way. So you can adjust the tilt of the monitor. And finally, of course, the pivot, which allows you to do a 90-degree rotation of the monitor so you can switch over to portrait mode. I'm going to swing it around this way so you can see, well, there's the width of the monitor itself, not too wide at all, of course. And finally here, we can see, conveniently, all of our inputs and outputs. So there you have a USB-B input, and that will allow you to plug in a couple more USB ports, a couple USB items right there, and oh, I lost them. Sorry, switching around here. I should mention here are a couple side-mounted USB ports, part of that hub, and then there's a couple more on the bottom. Switching back to the bottom again. So there's a couple on the bottom. Moving right along, we have a sound input there. So you have a 1/8 inch input for your sound. There's your D-sub input. There's your DVI input. There's your HDMI input. And there is your DisplayPort input. Finally, down here at the bottom, we have an on-off switch and the AC adapter input. And that's going to wrap it up for this overview. Once again, this has been the ASUS ProArt Series PA238 LED backlit monitor. The specific model we've been showing you here is the PA238Q. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.